What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's talk about John Williams and the three books that I read.
Favorite reader, that's who you are. Traveling near, traveling far. Through every chapter, you're the star. Favorite reader, that's who you are.
Okay, let's just get into it. I read three of John Williams' most famous books. I'm pretty sure he has another lesser known book, but we're talking about the three that I read. I will rank them. I'm gonna talk a little bit about each of them. I'm gonna rank them and then talk about some similarities and differences between the three. Okay. Okay, so first, let me tell you the order that I read them. First, I read Stoner. Then I read Butcher's Crossing. Then I read Augustus. Okay. On the surface, all of these are very, very different. On a surface level, this is a quiet novel about a man who grew up on a farm and then chose the academic life. He fell in love with literature, fell in love with that university life, and you get just a really quiet introspective view of his life from that point onward. That's really what this is about. Quiet. It sneaks up on you. It's very everyday, mundane in a lot of ways, but you really get to know the main character, Stoner. I mean, yeah, it talks about marriage, all kind of stuff, okay, in this book. Then, on the surface, you get Butcher's Crossing. This is about a man who was in that academic life. He was a university student at Harvard, I believe. Yes. And he said, you know what? I want something different, exciting. I want to see what the Wild Wild West is looking like. So he goes to the Wild Wild West and essentially finances this buffalo hunt. Small team, small group of men, they all gritty. I mean, just it's a different world. It's a different world. So here you got the country boy who goes to academia. Here you got academia boy who goes out to the country because he's like, I gotta see what else is out there to hunt buffalo with the team. So that's that on the surface. And then here you have a story about the making of the Roman Empire. I'm talking Julius Caesar, all of that, okay? You have a young boy who has to grow up quickly because when his uncle, Julius Caesar, is assassinated, he's claimed and titled the son of Julius Caesar. And he has to step up. He's got to step up. He got people to lead. He got stuff to do. He's underestimated. And what will happen? Okay? What will happen? So that's that. What I can say, similarities. All of these, and I think something that John Williams excels at, has very, very strong characters. Like with Stoner, this reads like it could have been a autobiography of this man's life, and Stoner was a real guy. Here, you get to know all of these characters so well. Like, yes, it's about a buffalo hunt, but the characters make this and how the scene is set. Here, you get to learn about the people that's writing these letters and journal articles and going back and forth, and all of these many figures during this time surrounding the assassination of Julius Caesar, the making of the Roman Empire, and the essentially leveling up of Octavius, who later becomes Augustus. Strong characters. All of these have a very strong imagery. You almost get transported to the time that these things were made. I mean, vivid scene set. You are like sucked in. All of these have great writing. You're going to expect great prose. And now that I'm thinking about it, the prose is great, but it's not this overly flowery prose. It's pretty straightforward and accessible, but it's powerful. It packs a punch. It's like every paragraph, every sentence, every character that's introduced is very intentional, and it helps create just this scene. It's like no fluff in any of these. So, my favorite thing about these three books so far, and I'm pretty sure John Williams as a writing, is just his ability to craft a captivating, beautiful, painful story. And you just sit in awe and read through how he makes these characters come to life, and how you don't even care what he's writing about because it's just written so well. You just in the story and you just want to see how it unfolds. You want to see what happens to these characters. You want to see them develop, and you rooting for some of them. And it's it's written powerfully. He's a great writer. Okay, great. Now, a few differences. I will say these two are probably more similar than Augustus, mainly because of the style of writing. Augustus is written in the form of letters, journals, articles, diary entries, stuff like that. And because of that, you almost get a more distant approach to the characters at hand. So, like, when you first get into it, as opposed to these two where you all up in their stuff, like it's like face to face, you're watching these characters seemingly and at first from a distance, because it's not really firsthand accounts of Octavius. You're getting what other people feel about certain things, and then because of the nature of the letters and they're going back and forth to other people, there's almost an air to it. It's not like dialogue between characters, so to speak. It's more like how I would explain to somebody what's going on. So it does seem to have a more distant approach. And because of that, the characters seem far more distant than they do in these two. But what's beautiful about this, it unravels in a way where, like, without you even realizing it, you learn so much and you actually get so close to the people that's actually writing these. So the individual authors in this book, because how they say what they say to other people, the way that they frame certain stories, whose side they're on, what they think about Augustus at the time, what they think about Julius Caesar and the other people in the court at the time. You learn a lot about them based on how they write, what they say, who they're writing to, where their allegiances lie, their alliances, and if they change. So you actually do get just as intimate with them as you do these, just in a different way. And it doesn't happen instantly in Augustus the way that it happens in Butcher's Crossing and Stoner, especially Stoner. You are like in this man's life, okay? But it's cool. And then after not hearing directly from Augustus at first, you get a monologue towards the end of the book where he's grown and he's older. And so you have like this entire part of the book where we think that we're reading about Augustus. Like we are, but at the same time, it's a whole other thing going on too. It's like he's painting two different pictures. And then by the time you hear from Augustus, everything just merges together into this one portrait. And that was the beauty of this. That's why I really like the way that this was crafted. You saw Stoner coming almost. You knew it was going to be a very personal read, a very narrative type writing, same as this. But you felt early on that you would get a very personal read with this, and you did. It did not deliver. It snuck up on you though. And with Butcher's Crossing, I expected to get action, like a lot of action. But John Williams' style is so clear that even when he's writing action, it's still quiet and calm. And like his writing style is not very like high strung or gimmicky. It is still quiet. You really sense his type of writing, I think. So yeah, all of these very enjoyable reads. And at first I thought, man, these couldn't be more different. But you clearly see like John Williams style throughout each and every one of these. Yeah. Yeah, so all of these main characters are men as well. Stoner is a man. Andrews is a man, and then Augustus. But there are strong women side characters in these books. But yeah, like he is a quiet artist. One, you just like the whole room just quiet while he's just creating what he's creating. You just appreciate it, you know? So what do I rank these? Because I don't want to keep y'all here all day. What do I rank these? I thought long and hard about this, and I'm certain for sure that I'm putting Stoner first on my ranking. Stoner will be first. He will be. It was my first read, and it's also my favorite of the three. I honestly think I'm going to rank them the same as the order that I read them. So Butcher's Crossing was my second favorite. And then Augustus is my third favorite. Now, because I ranked them in that order, the difference between first, second, and third place is minimal. Okay, it's not like this is a terrible book, because it's far from terrible. That's why this has a dedicated video. These are great books, all of them. But if I had to rank them for sure, Stoner would be first, then Butcher's Crossing, then Augustus. And this is probably the order that I would recommend them to. I recommend Stoner, and then Butcher's Crossing, and then Augustus. So yeah, that's it, y'all. It was an enjoyable read. Yeah, it was an enjoyable read. I don't know if I'm gonna read his other book. Somebody told me that he himself disowned it. That kind of makes me want to read it, but at the same time, I don't know, because I don't want it to mess up what we got going on here. So I might not. So let me know what y'all think. If you've read any of these, if any of these are on your TBR. Oh, I gotta put these back on the shelf. I might leave these sitting out somewhere. Give me a little side table and put them on here so I can sit them out or something. Go sit them in the living room for a little bit. But yeah, that's it, y'all. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one.
Pages turning soft as silk, stories flowing like warm milk. A journey starts with it.